Okay, so according to TMZ, David has been named a suspect in the Celeste Rivas case, okay, by police officially, finally. All right, just the other day we were like, bro, we're thinking it's all over, but I think the pressure was mounting. People were saying, nah, there's no way this man cannot be charged after 2 months. But anyway, let's get to the update. Your boy dwayzeonblaze. Subscribe to TMZ who are giving us the update, and then subscribe to me. Dango.
Hey everybody, we just broke a big story, a huge story really, on the website in the David investigation, in the investigation into Celeste Rivas' death. I know everyone has been waiting to hear something about this. It has been 2 months since Celeste's decomposing body was found in David's Tesla, and now we know, if you for 1 second thought that the police had forgotten about this and this case was not going to be solved, we now know that the police have been working diligently on this case. And here's what we have found out from our law enforcement sources. David is viewed as a suspect in this case.
Good.
It may seem obvious, but remember, they have not publicly said anything like that. They have not even said publicly that he is a person of interest. We've spoken to several well-placed sources in law enforcement, and they say that in the investigation, they are viewing him as a suspect. Another thing is they are viewing this as a homicide. We told you more than a month ago that the key thing here is police were waiting to get the medical examiner report back, and they wanted to find out the manner and cause of death. They wanted that from the medical examiner because the reality is at this point, yes, they know that her body was decomposing, that it was chopped up, but they don't know how she died, and they were waiting for those results. We are told they still do not have toxicology results from the medical examiner's office. However, what investigators do know so far is leading them to treat this as a homicide. They're still waiting for the medical examiner report to back that up, but they are viewing David as a suspect and viewing this as a homicide. So
Good.
There's something else here that's two more things we got to tell you about. And one of them has to do with the fact that there could be other arrests here. David may not be the only person that they end up arresting in this case. So we'll tell you why in just a moment. Now, here is another very key fact that we have been told, that there was in the spring of 2025, they have information, police do, about David going to Santa Barbara County, a remote area of Santa Barbara County. That's how it was described to us, that he went to this remote area, spent several hours there, and then returned to LA. Don't know anything more at this point, don't know. Spring of 2025 is a long way from September, early September, when her body was found in the Tesla. So we don't know yet what exactly that direct connection is, if there's a direct connection to the case, but they have this information about him going to that remote area, and they are trying to find out more about that. Mm-hmm. So what I'd said about other arrests. So again, they don't have the manner of death yet. They don't have the cause of death. What we're told, though, is
After 2 months.
The manner in which the body was dismembered leads police to believe that whoever did that to Celeste had help, that it was not something that whoever the person is who did it could have done by themselves, and likely, we're told, did have help.
Now, this was a sacrifice, bro. What?
We are not being told that there are any other people they are viewing as a suspect. We're not told that there are other persons of interest, just that what they've seen with the body and how it was dismembered, it likely, they feel, was not done by one person. So
That's
right now,
wild.
Again, just to recap, David viewed as a suspect by investigators on this case. They view this as a homicide, still waiting for the ME's report to back up the fact that her cause of death is a homicide. And this mysterious Santa Barbara trip in the spring of 2025, I think that is going to be interesting if police can find out more. And then the final question is, who else was involved in dismembering Celeste's body? Don't have an arrest yet, but this is a good sign for people waiting to see if there is going to be justice for Celeste. You know, a lot of times when these cases drag out, people start to think the police aren't doing any work. We saw this with Brian Koberger in Idaho, and then it turned out the police had been diligently covering all their bases here to try and bring someone to justice. Maybe that is going to
Well, let's hope so.
happen for Celeste Rivas and her family after all. Of course, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel to get all the
Let's hope
latest
so.
on this case.
Let's hope that's what they were actually doing and not trying to figure out a way to get David out of this. You never know with Hollywood these days. But yes, I do think at the end of the day, they should obviously take their time, do the due diligence to make sure that all the pieces are in order and aligned before they make assumptions and just start saying things that could jeopardize this case, which I think would, you know, nobody would be happy about at the end of the day. I think we all want to see justice. This is a sick case. And I just hope that he doesn't, you know, get a slap on the wrist, a little fine, and they keep it pushing. That would be horrible. Honestly, I would not be happy about that. But crazier things have happened. You guys, let me know what you think will be the outcome of this case. Do you think this man is going to be held accountable and put in jail for the rest of his life, like he should be? Just this situation alone, he should be put in jail for the rest of his life. The underage stuff, the way it was done, the dismemberment, the dumping the corpse in a Tesla and leaving it, like all of this just shows this is a sick person, man. And he needs to be brought to justice immediately, you know. But like I said, let the case play out, let the cops do what they gotta do. I'm no policeman. I don't know what it takes to make sure that, you know, all my I's are dotted and all my T's are crossed. So yeah, at the end of the day, let them do their thing. Let me not judge. All right, shout out to TMZ, because, you know, TMZ always get the scoop. Even though for some reason people have always like looked at TMZ as we can't believe what TMZ says, but yet they always bring the facts. They always got the updates. They never lie, which is crazy. But yo, I mean CNN. Oh, let's not even go down that road. My channel is already in enough trouble. So this. Anyway, I love y'all. Please hit my email if you have any queries or anything like that. Find it in the description below. Hit the comments. Let me know what you'd like to react to, even though I love to say that and never do the reactions. But maybe one day I will. Maybe. Okay.